Well, how's it going, guys? Andrew here.
And Caleb.
And Connor.
Welcome to another reaction for a different Snyder film.
A different
side of film. Army of the Dead, gonna be on
Ooh.
Netflix.
Now, is this the studio cut of Army of the Dead or the Snyder cut?
Yeah,
of
come
Army
on.
of the Dead?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, are we gonna get an extended cut? Is this the movie he wanted to make?
Right.
God, we're gonna get so much hate again, probably.
Do we know if this is like directly tied to the first one?
I don't know.
To his
Dawn of the
first-
Dead?
Dawn
yeah,
of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead.
Maybe. I mean, I know that was like more of like a reboot
Mm-hmm.
of like, you know, Romero's film. So like, if it could indirectly tie, that'd be kind of cool.
Mhm.
But I don't mind it just being like its own thing. But I guess we don't even really know what it is yet. So
We're
I guess
getting a heavy dosage of Dave Bautista in these thumbnails.
let's
Oh,
see
I'm
what
here
this is
for it.
about.
Here we go. What
Trying
ad
to
are we
get
getting?
Batista bombed.
No ad.
Good.
Nollywood? Hollywood?
Oh my god.
Yo, is this, are we some sort of Suicide Squad with that font?
So is this in Vegas?
Yo, is this
Yeah.
Kong? Yeah, what?
Interesting. They chose Man of Steel.
There you go. I was like, why not that one first?
Right?
This is pretty colorful.
Yeah.
And this thing has a budget.
Right.
Way bigger
Yeah.
than the first one.
So the CGI on the zombies did not look that great.
But I dig it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that was definitely your definition of a
Yeah,
teaser.
just a teaser. You
Nice
know.
little teaser.
Just a little taste.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
man,
Dude,
that's
so many colors.
that's a lot of stuff for the R rating at the bottom.
May 21st, I think it said. So
Okay. Good. Shout out to Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm kinda
So-
stoked.
Yeah. I mean, like, okay. Here's my 2 cents on Snyder.
Here we go.
There's gonna be a whole quarter.
He doesn't have much substance in his film. Some would argue
Right.
that he does, but I will always say he has a very keen eye on style, and he can paint a very pretty shot.
Yeah.
And I think that this is what this movie's gonna give us is just some really cool scenes with zombies and guns and explosions, and like you said, it looked really colorful. And Vegas is very colorful, so I think that
Did we
They're gonna
even
fit
get
well.
get a shot of Dave Bautista? In this?
We saw him running on the tables,
Interesting.
and then him.
I mean,
with
that
the
might have been
gun
like,
whipping
I
out.
know that they've released photos,
Those are
so
just
that could just
promotional
be,
stills?
yeah, it could be
Okay.
just a still.
I think we did see that shot though. We didn't see the one on the right.
Yeah.
Did see him shooting that gun for a second.
Interesting.
But
But yeah, I agree with your take on Snyder. He's all
Oh, yeah.
show and no.
like, I mean, like, you can just, like, you know, frame a shot from, like, 300 or from, like, Man of Steel,
Right.
and you can be like, wow, that's a really cool shot. And you watch the movie, and you're like, wow, that was kind of boring. But,
Who
He's
cares?
a lot of cool moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares about like how like you can have your few scenes that you're gonna rewatch all the time, but
Mhm.
if there's not like a stitching to put all those things together and
Right.
tie it,
You need some substance underneath everything.
Right.
You know.
it's just cool he's making a different movie. Cause,
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, he
yeah.
hasn't made a film outside of DC
Since Sucker Punch.
since Sucker Punch, and that was before Man of Steel, or was that after Man of Steel? So it's been a minute. So he hasn't made.
So I think he's literally only been making DC films.
Mhm.
No, wait. Owls Are Cool. That came after Man of Steel, didn't
that
it?
came out of Man of Steel.
Did it? Oh, fuck. I don't know.
I don't really know his
That
timeline.
was so long
I know all of
ago.
his movies, but I don't know the timeline
Yeah,
of
I'm
them.
sorry. I'm not a Snyder historian, so.
Sucker Punch is 2 years before Man of Steel.
Okay.
And what was the other movie?
Owls Are Cool.
Yeah.
But,
So Man of Steel was 2012,
2013.
2013. Okay.
And then
I
Batman
think Owls
Beast.
Are Cool came out in 2015 or 2014.
It probably was before then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you spell it?
I don't really know.
Owls of Gahul, like.
Just like type in owls in the movie.
Just type
Owls.
in.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Oh, what did you think we were trying to say?
I heard Owl's Ghoul.
Oh.
Owls Ghoul. On
Like
bad.
Ra's al Ghul.
Oh.
But yeah, when was the last time you watched the first zombie movie of his?
Dawn of the
Dawn
Dead.
of the Dead, yeah.
I've only seen it once, and it was, I think, 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I was like surprised. I was like, this was pretty fun. It was a fun movie.
I like it. That's honestly probably my favorite movie of his.
Yeah.
if I'm being completely honest.
Which is very weird that it didn't lead with from the director of Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, it
Right.
started with Man of Steel.
Maybe it's just so old. Like that came out in like 05.
Yeah,
I
it is
think.
pretty old if you think about it.
2010.
2010.
Damn,
so,
yeah.
Sucker
okay.
Punch.
So he's been making nothing but DC films since then. So this is nice.
Yeah, nice little. breath
They
of
had
fresh
2
air
films in 1 year, I guess you could say. So
films.
I mean that's pretty big.
Yeah.
You know, Ham and Edgar Wright have 2 films coming out this
Oh,
year.
I mean the bigger news that he didn't even get paid for his reshoots of Justice League. You guys hear about that?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder?
Yeah.
Didn't get
He
paid
didn't
for
get,
it?
no, he didn't make. He's not making any
So
money.
is he just making? He's not making any money from this.
No, from Justice League. So.
Yeah, I know. From
No,
Justice League.
nothing.
I don't believe that.
What
I
if
mean,
he
that's what he claimed, like on one of his
What if
like
he
most
just
recent Zoom calls.
took that money and like put it back into the movie.
Yeah.
That- I
or
mean,
he
yeah.
could put it into this or something.
I mean, it's
But
usually
like
what all
Netflix,
artists
I
do.
mean, they just give him whatever money he wants.
I mean, talking about
Right.
that, this, like you guys said, this has a fucking budget.
Way bigger than the first one.
Yeah, it's like
But also, like, that's like, over
Yeah.
15 years of like effects and stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, there were definitely shots in here that reminded me of
World
what's
War
called-
Z.
yeah, World War Z.
Yeah, with the
especially with the
helicopter.
helicopter. Like, it's kind of hard to escape that. It's like the poster of World War Z.
Yeah.
But I think the idea of having it in Vegas, casino, stuff like that, I think it's gonna be really funny.
It feels like Dead Rising a lot.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
played those games,
With
but
that
I can
style.
definitely see that.
I'm kind of ready for zombies to have a little resurgence. It's been a minute since. I mean, we had like Zombieland 2, but I wasn't the biggest fan of that.
Yeah, I was.
So I kind of just want
Yeah.
new zombie movies. That'd be cool. I don't want a World War Z 2 though.
No, you don't want that.
Just give me new zombie movies.
Those are still like connected to like movies, like in the prime. Are we ever gonna get like just a new IP of zombies? It's like Zombieland.
Like a different version of zombie, or like what do you mean? Oh,
this
like a
is
new
Dawn of
franchise.
the Dead, Army of
Okay.
the Dead, Zombieland, Zombieland 2.
Yeah, World
Are
War
we gonna
Z.
get a resurgence with its own like
Yeah, I
fresh
don't
take
know.
on zombies, or can we get like old school zombies rise from the grave?
That'd be cool.
When's
Yeah.
the last time we had that versus like infected zombie? You know?
Right.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know the last time that infection has definitely been like the popular thing ever since like The Walking Dead kind of like.
Oh my god, you
Brought
already
it
know there's
back.
gonna be a fucking COVID zombie movie ish type thing.
Oh yeah. Oh
Like
yeah.
a pandemic sort of zombie.
Yeah.
thing.
Big time. Any final thoughts?
Looks fine from the 1 minute we've seen. So
Yeah, we saw like probably like 40 seconds
Yeah,
of the movie. So.
exactly. So I mean, it looks cool. I'm just glad he's doing something different. You know, I'm kind of ready for him to do something different, so I can reassess him as just like a filmmaker outside of DC.
Yeah,
I-
he really needs that.
So,
I wouldn't mind if it was like campy.
yeah, just make it fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just make a fun.
Have some funny kills and fun, energetic stuff.
Mhm.
You know.
it totally fits that Dead Rising style too. If it's just campy, which is weird because Dawn of the Dead was like kind of grounded, even though it did. have its
Yeah,
campy
it was
moments.
pretty grounded. It was like pretty gritty and stuff.
Mhm.
So I wouldn't mind him taking. It'd be cool to, I guess, to see him tackle like a kind of like a horror comedy almost.
Yeah.
Like a Zombieland. Maybe
Mhm.
not as comedy, but
Yeah, maybe not as comedy like heavy.
yeah, but just have a little bit more in there.
I agree.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's Netflix, so it's probably not going to be in theaters unless it's like Midtown Art Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it'll just catch it on your TV. So,
Who ain't got a Netflix subscription out there? Come on.
pretty much now Paramount Plus, they've been making the moves. So
Yeah, a lot of news yesterday.
that was kind of crazy. But anything else?
I got nothing related to this. I just remembered something.
All right. Well, guys, this has been Andrew
And Caleb.
and Connor.
Peace.
Bye.
It's been good.